Good morning, early Monday morning, doing a quick video blog, just a wee update on where I am at. Today is the 11th of June, so I think that makes me maybe 14 or 15 weeks. I'm rubbish at counting in weeks, all this nonsense, just over 3 months anyway. So what has happened since my last video that I did? Not much, just pretty much day in day out stuff. Fatigue has been absolutely crippling, so I've been very fortunate not to have a great deal of symptoms. I've had no morning sickness. I found that I was a wee bit queasy if I left it too long to eat, but other than that, no sickness, nothing. So to an extent, I felt fairly normal and no different, other than fatigue, which has been, oh my goodness, difficult to deal with. I've also been travelling a bit with work, so I think that hasn't helped. So I'm going to have to look to cut some of the extra things out of my life that I do, out with my job and my own family life, to make this easier on me to actually start to take my days off rather than kind of doing other stuff for other people. So I'm going to have to really look at that. But that's to come. Otherwise, doing great. Some things that I've noticed: my Instagram is full of half-naked women with unrealistic body expectations. I mean, good on them, but you know, if I was to have a full-time job where I could just work out all day, maybe I would look like that, but that's never going to happen. So I'm going to have to make some changes. I think I need to look for some real inspiration and real women. And I hope I haven't been that type of person in the past, where I've put up pictures of me, you know, after my weight loss and after my tummy tuck and my bikini, and it's created unrealistic expectations for people. I hope not, because my body's far from perfect. But I think, you know, you take 20 million pictures before you get the perfect one to put on Instagram, and it's all a bit misleading. So yeah, a wee bit of a refresh of who I follow and what I'm seeing every day, I think would be good for my own mental health. Out with that, baby's doing great, no problems. Fatigue's starting to settle down. I made it to 10:30 at night the last 2 days in a row. Now that must be the first time in a while. I've made it past 9 o'clock. So that's promising. And I was up at 5 today, so that's a pretty normal 10:30 to 5. That's pretty normal for me. I had a bit of a fall yesterday, which I think I probably gave myself more of a fright than I am admitting, and I've really quite hurt my knee quite badly. Struggling to walk and in quite a bit of pain. On a lot of painkillers. I'm buzzing out my nut. I'm not really. Paracetamol. But yeah, I think I got quite frightened. My poor husband, when I screamed and shouted on him for help, I think must have thought the worst. But anyway, sorry, wee interruption there. The lovely Debbie came in to see me after her holiday. So yeah, post-fall, as I say, I think my husband got a fright, but everything's fine. I've either twisted or sprained my knee, or pulled or torn a ligament or something. I have an old knee injury from years ago in that knee, and I think whatever I've done's probably exacerbated or brought that back. But I know it'll be fine. It just means that my plan to go back to the gym, now I'm feeling a wee bit better, is probably scuppered, certainly this week, and I'll just need to see how it is. I do remember when I did this to my knee when I was in high school. I was about 13, I think. I was on crutches for a couple of weeks, and then it was probably 6-7 weeks before I could even consider doing anything remotely exercise-wise. So I'll need to keep an eye on it. But yeah, out with that, all is good. Feeling well, no problems. Diet's good. It's not perfect. You know, I'm making more mistakes probably than I normally would. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to give myself a hard time at the moment. I'm just doing my best, and my focus really is on my own mental health, well-being, and just getting my head around everything that's happening and all the changes and all the positivity, because it's all great, and I'm doing good. So as I say, I checked while Debbie was in, definitely kind of week 14 and a half I'm at the moment, and all is good, and I think I'm going to see in the next 2 months a number of changes body-wise that will make me look more like I'm about to have a baby. So yeah, I shall report back. As I said in my previous video, I shall report back probably near 20 weeks. I wasn't going to post anything until 20 weeks, but you know what, this is all part of the process, and I think I wanted to hide that other video because it wasn't negative. Negative's not the right word, but I wasn't in the best place, and that was only 2 weeks ago, and already I'm feeling a bit better about everything. Although, yeah, the clothes not fitting and the body changes they're going to be hard for me. They are, you know. I've had quite a journey. I lost 5 stone 7 years ago. I had a tummy tuck. I've had a breast augmentation. I've had a lot of things done to change my shape and to get rid of the loose skin I had out of weight loss. So now, obviously, some things are going to go back the way, and that's all right. It's all right, but it's going to take me a while to get my head around it, and that's one of the reasons I want to blog it, because you know what, we're all human, and nobody's perfect, and nobody's infallible, and sometimes you just need to get everything out and put it out there to be able to move forward from it. So have a great Monday, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye bye.